the road into the new road.
I wish you'd call it what it is, yeah? Because you get me confused at times, yeah?
Yeah.
It's the left of centre.
Okay, left
Yeah.
of centre. So you've got your left of centre. I've gone through. If you're over the too far
Well, you
over the
haven't
right.
actually, have you?
No, I haven't, but we have now.
Yeah.
If I've gone too far over to the right or too far over to the left, so I've covered that. So then my concern was that you've got the line, so you're going to turn right. What are the consequences if you cut? So where are you going to position to turn right here, Tony? Can I do that? Are you saying I can do that there?
Yeah, there's no harm being proactive. Don't be too put off if I come back at you and say I haven't got a reference point, because at this stage I might not need a reference point. I've been learning to drive for 7 months, haven't I?
So when you come back and say, I know that, then you need to make sure that you do know that, which I'm not going to let you go because I don't want, but I need to know that. So you say you know that, so I then ask you, so, okay, so what are the consequences then, Tony, if you cut the corner? Or do I actually drill down and make sure that you do know where the reference point is? So tell me then, Tony, when you've been when you've been turning from a major road to a minor road, where have you been positioning your car?
You could have just asked me, would you turn at this point here?
Mm-hmm.
And I would have said no, because you have actually stopped me to pick up the left of centre.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously I wasn't lined up with the middle line of the new road.
Mm-hmm.
So I could have said to you, no, I wouldn't turn here, or yes, I would turn here.
Mm-hmm.
If I said to you, yes, I would turn here, well then that tells you that I need help with a reference point for cutting the corner.
Okay.
But if all was well with my answer there, I would go forward a bit more, because if I cut the corner,
Mm-hmm.
what's dangerous cutting the corner? Oh, a car come in the road and hit me.
Okay.
Then you could have just been a little bit more proactive and said, if there was a car coming towards you, what must you, how can you judge how to go in front of that car?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
And the answer I'm probably going to give you at this, the level that I'm at, is I must enforce them slow, stop or swerve.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you ask me how I'm judging that, I would probably come back and say, I just know it. Which
I accept that then, because you do know it, because you've told me not to slow down, stop or swerve.
Yeah. It's if obviously I made an error and actually tried to cross the path of a car unsafely, then obviously I need help with that.
Mm-hmm.
What bit do I need help with?
Judging whether or not it's safe for you to go across the road.
Which means you're going to have to then take it back to a partly trained level.
Yeah.
And how are you going to help me with that?
I'm going to ask you, could you walk across from this side to this side before that car reaches you? If you can't, then you're going to wait.
Yeah.
What you mustn't do is force that car that's coming down the road to stop, slow down or swerve. So we're going to put that rule into play.
Yeah, I wouldn't give me the whole story.
Right.
Because don't forget the level I'm at, you're looking at the analysation is going to lead you to the remedial action, isn't it?
Okay, so then if I've gone through that from curb to curb, stop, slow down, so you're going to walk from one curb side of the road to the other, what we'll do is on the next crossroads, we'll put that into play. Would you do that? Would you say we'll put that into, and then, should I do that? Should I then drive with you and say, I'll help you with that?
Yeah, analyse it and see which bit do I not understand.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I've identified then that you don't know when to put the turn. You don't know when you don't realise that you mustn't cut across the path of the car coming down. So we've talked about that, and we've said that you mustn't turn in front of a car. So we've talked about
when we do the analysation, you probably will find out that I do know that I mustn't cut across the path of a car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what you need to find out is which bit I don't understand.
Yeah. So you can't make the judgment of the car coming down, so you're going to cut across here. So if we do that walk across bit, do I then take you on for another drive and say, I'll help you with that? And do I need to do that? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah. I've made an error then, haven't I? So talk me through the next one.
Okay, yeah.
Even if there's no car coming.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, if there was a car coming now,
Mm-hmm.
what must we not do to that car?
Mhm.
Oh, I must enforce it to stop, slow, or swerve.
Mhm. And how are you going to measure that?
Yeah, and how are you going to measure that? Oh well, if as a pedestrian, if I can walk from there to there,
Mhm.
I know I can drive it.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it took you a while to get me. I think you spotted on the first one that I was completely the wrong side of the white line,
Yeah.
and you did spot it there.
Mhm.
But then the next one you didn't even notice it at all.
Yeah.
Mhm. And I even went further over the white line. I hung back until the road was clear, and then went well over it. But you didn't seem to notice it at all.
Okay.
And then on the next one, then you obviously got in and sorted it,
Mhm.
or tried to sort it. You picked up the reference point, which was good.
Mhm.
Well, actually, you actually taught me into it, didn't you?
Mhm.
And got me to pick the reference point,
Mhm.
and then went off on a tangent and started to.
Yeah. Talking about instead of
yeah.
closing the other bit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You may not have even got a chance to actually talk to me about the importance of being left centre there if a vehicle came up behind us.
Mhm.
So you'd have to get me to make the turn and then pull over, and then ask me, do I
Yeah.
know the importance?
Okay. Yeah.
But be careful not to come in and tell, because I may well know.
Mhm.
And the only bit that I don't know is how to judge it,
Yeah. Okay.
which you just helped
Yeah.
me
I see
with.
what you mean.
Does that make sense?
Mhm. Does. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's not rocket science, is it?
No. I'm just making it as hard as I possibly can.
But if you notice there's some parts of it there, you went into tell. You were telling me there's Crossroads coming up, and
Yeah.
listen to the lifelines. What was the lifeline I gave you?
I already know that, don't you?
Well, I'm not too worried about my test now, because if
yeah,
my
if you
exam,
tell me everything, then I'll be. If the examiner tells me everything
if my
like
examiner's
you do,
like you, I'm going to have no problems, am I?
Yeah.
I think Bob's made this really difficult for me by
Yeah.
telling me all these things.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm really enjoying this lesson with you today, because you're making it really easy for me.
Mhm.
But we know that's not the real world. Yeah, it's not going to happen that way. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Right, have a relax, breathe.